together.
Okay.
So this is our call for Coldwell Banker Summit. And you guys have been using us for a while. Actually, Michael Panisi over there in his office brought us to you 5 years ago, and then you guys took a break. But he's been with us the whole time. So the reason why I wanted to get on this call with you is that we've got a lot of new things, and I want to make sure you're using them. And Diane, you were just saying, you know, you were talking about ads. So I'm just going to show you an ad right now that's in the group. That's in our mastermind group. And that's this one right here. So one of our clients down in Florida just came in and said, hey, I'm getting 80-cent buyer leads for $1 million property in Florida on Facebook. And what you're looking at here is actually the ad just like it looks from our system. So to create an ad like this, you had said you were doing ad copy and things like that. To create this ad, it takes about 15 or 20 seconds to create this ad. And the leads come in with pre-populated phone numbers, emails, and names as they appear in the Facebook profiles. So our clients are really excited about that. And I want to make sure that all of you are taking advantage of that.
So can I ask you one quick question?
Yeah.
And I won't ask anything else. The ad in listings to leads, do you have to have Facebook business page?
Yeah.
Does it connect there?
Yeah, so let me.
Because I have to figure out my Facebook page because I was with Curator and now it seems like they don't accept me as for ads. But I'll just leave it at that. You don't have to answer it, but if you know later, I don't want to interrupt this one.
I can answer that because this does happen to people. If your Facebook ad account is broken, like they're not letting you, they're blocking you for whatever reason, you're not going to be able to run ads, even through our platform. When you come to our system, there's and it looks something like this. This is a different view, not yours. You'll have an ads tab, and the first thing you'll see is connect to your Facebook account, and you'll click it. You'll see your name. It'll say continue as Diane, and then you say yes, and then the next page on Facebook says what business pages do you want, and if you've got a broken business page, which it sounds like you do, if you connect there, you won't be able to run ads. So that's a real problem when people get blocked out of their accounts because Facebook has some of the worst support I've ever heard of. There's only one company that's even close to that. So yeah, I'm sorry. That's kind of the answer that I got for you. It's not very good. But let's talk about what you need to do as agents. And I know there are a lot of agents who haven't logged in before. I'm going to send them welcome emails. And if you haven't logged in a while, I'm going to send you welcome emails. But I want to kind of point out, let's see if you're in here. Yeah, actually, Diane, you did log in, I guess just today or something like that. So
today I did.
So I'm going to go into your account, your profile. Everybody has a profile like this. And there are some things that I want to make sure you guys understand. On the preferences, do you have reviews on Zillow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you should click this button right here. It says show.
Okay.
Now I'm doing it for you. I'm going to save it.
Sure.
And then when you see lead gen signature, which is down here, now this is meant to be copied and embedded. And I noticed you have you found this and you put your normal signature from your email.
Right.
The point of this is to click copy. What email do you use? Gmail. So copy for Gmail right here, and it copies this. You should take this out because everything that you have typed there is right here. And you notice where it says click for my reviews right here. Since you have reviews on Zillow, it must be looking at a different email. So this is a page showing all of your listings. Yeah. Do you know what's the email at Zillow? Yeah, for you.
It might be Diane Goodwin at yahoo.com, or it might be dgoody@gmail.
And it would be Diana Goodman, no period.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and I know, there are people on the call here, and this might not seem that interesting, and not everybody has this.
It's D Goody. Yeah.
Yeah.
D Goody.
D Goody. Okay, so it's not.
Yeah. At Gmail.
Okay, D Goody at Gmail, but I do want to show you D.
If you have reviews on Google, does that show? Do you connect it to that?
How do you spell Goody? I-E or Y?
Y. Mm-hmm.
At Gmail, right?
Yep.
Let's save that. Right now, we don't have the ability to auto sweep this. So there's an API that we're able to sweep in the Zillow reviews, but we are about to launch a ability for you to copy and paste your reviews from any platform. So you see here, your Zillow reviews are just auto showing here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So notice over here are all your properties. And when you click on this drives you to a single property website. And there's a lot of great things on a single property website. Obviously, the basics that you would want, like what's going on with the home. But there's also, we have the ability.
It has a wrong.
What's that?
It has an error. It has an error.
What's
the
that?
Price. The price is lower.
Okay. Then I'll show you how to change that. Notice what is your home worth here. And there's also, we have, and this is part of the new system or one of the new features, we have 50 PDF reports, and they are embedded in here, kind of like a library. So if you're going to download this, you're going to know who is downloading and what they're downloading. But I'll show you later, we also have the ability to run those as ads. So as you scroll down, also here are your reviews, right? So if somebody's looking at your single property website, all those reviews that are on Zillow are right here.
Okay, good.
And one more thing, let's go here. There's a big footer at the bottom. What is your home worth? And the point of all this is that a lot of agents want listings, and they don't realize that if they market their listings, they're going to get more listings, not just buyers. Now, there's this section here, and this is an important piece, and this is usually where everybody tunes out and gets bored, but I want to point it out to you. It says free home values right here. And when we set up your office, we set up these lead links on the left here, right? But we don't set them up for each agent, because God knows how many there are of you. So these lead links are pointing to your office website, right? So that one says, Summit Homes for Sale, New Providence Homes, Berkeley Homes. You could change those. Those are lead links. But I want to show you, because here is the place where your reviews are. And I want to show you how you take advantage of this tool. You copy the URL. Whenever you get a new review, you got a review at the end of December, right? Take it over to Facebook and put it on your wall, right? And what you should do is tag your clients, right? Ideally, great review. If you tag your client, if you're friends with your clients on Facebook, when you tag them, it makes them, it makes all of their friends see this, right? And when you think about it, wherever you're thinking you're going to get referrals from, it's probably going to be from your current clients, friends, and family and colleagues. And this is where they share all their vacation pics and their grandkid pics and their kid pics and all the food they eat, right? So now they can share that you are the realtor and that you wrote them a great review, because who finds Zillow reviews? Somebody just really digging deep, right? If somebody clicks on it, it drags them back to this page. And these links here are obviously offering value, but they are driving value back to the office. So I want to talk to you and all the people that are watching this about lead links, and those lead links are right here. From our view, we don't have the ability to see it, but I have a different view here. You're going to notice that this says search all properties / free home values at summit.com. Now, Diana, if you log in and you go to your landing page section, you have your own free home values page, okay? And I'll show you where that is. You should copy that link and you should come here and click the pencil and you should paste it right here so that anytime there's a home value lead, it's from your own landing page and it's going to you. So let me make it clear. The home value leads generated by your tools right now are going to the office, okay? If I click on free home values here, it says CB Summit. And that's just because the way we put it together. So if you never logged in and noticed that, I recommend that you go find, you have a page that looks just like this, and you can even customize it, right, for New Jersey or whatever. I recommend that you replace that link in your lead links tab. So we'll kind of look at that. Or do you understand what I'm saying there, Diane?
That that under these leads, I have to change that.
That home value one. Yeah, if you want your listing leads that are coming off of your marketing, yes. So
I need to change to what link?
Hold that thought, and we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. So let's finish here what we've got to do. One is lead links. So you actually have a tab over here on the left that says lead links. And right here, from my view, because I'm in kind of an administrator view, your lead links is right here on your profile. And so your leads look like this. And you also have a tab over here that says landing pages. I don't have that here because it's just not part of my login here. But you would go to your free home valuation landing page, and I'll show you where that is. You would copy the link, and you would take it over here, and you'd click the edit button, which is the pencil, and you'd take out that one, and you'd put in your own. Okay.
Oh, the landing page for that listing.
Yeah. Yeah. The landing page, yeah, it's just the landing. And so this becomes, because it's checked here, this becomes a default link. So it'll be on all your tools. Now, the other section that's super important is right here. And so, Diana, it looks like you're connected to Twitter, but not connected to Facebook.
Yeah.
And you should be connected to all of these. And then you'll notice that things get auto-posted out to your social media. And
so I have a business page, but I have my personal page, and I have like 5,000 people on my personal, but not so much on my business.
yeah.
So can you put it on both of?
No. So here, you were mentioning earlier that your business page is shut down. You guys should know this. And nobody reads.
Well, wait, it's up, but the ad part is not working.
Won't work. Yeah, I understand. So you could,
all right,
you could connect this anyway to that place, and it would auto post to that page, which would be smart. What you should do, and you kind of just said you have 5,000 people on your personal page. My guess is some of those are prospects, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things about Facebook, you probably never read the terms of service of any of your Apple products, and nor do you read them when you're signing up on Facebook. But the terms of service for Facebook are that you should not have any business on your personal page. That's what the business page is for, right? So I've got personal stuff here. This is business here. And I actually come back in and wipe this stuff out every time, right? This is a business tool here. This is business. But I've been doing presentations all week. So I'm going to clean this all off. Most agents don't know that. And what happens is their whole account gets wiped out. And as you're experiencing with your Facebook ad account, it's almost impossible to get it back. So when you connect here, this is going to ask you what business page do you want, and you should push it to your business page, even if you can't run an ad on it. You should also do it on Twitter and LinkedIn, because the way we do this is that we put hashtags. So even if you had 3 friends on Twitter, we're going to have hashtag real estate, and thousands of people watch hashtag real estate. So it just gets a lot of reach there. So those are the kinds of things that everybody should be doing, is turn on your social media auto posting,
Mhm.
get your lead links kind of straight. If you want to do, if you have a CRM, and Diane, does everybody have their own CRM, or do you have like a company one? Do you know?
We have a company.
Yeah,
Maybe somebody has their own CRM, but I
most.
think most people just use Coldwell's.
And do you think, are you getting your leads automatically into your CRM?
Yeah, it goes,
Okay. And
yeah, it does.
I would imagine,
Yeah, I have not been working on that.
okay, because there's right here, you
So,
have an email address, and I'm assuming that this is the email address, and you may not, this is actually your personal email. Most CRMs, and you guys can email me later, you can ask Vicky this. Most CRMs have a unique email for you, right? So if you are using Boomtown, you might have an email address that says Diane Goodwin at Boomtown. And what that does is anytime a lead gets sent there, Boomtown scrapes it and drops it into your CRM and puts it on a drip campaign. This lead
mhm.
forwarding here is telling us whenever you get a lead, send it to this address as well. And if I go to your account, you're also sending leads on your contact page there. So you're getting doubled up on leads, and you're getting leads to Coldwell Banker. So I hope you're following up on your leads, because you're getting them 3 times.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think you really
Mhm.
want to do that, but
No.
I'm going to
Mhm.
take this one out.
Okay.
That's not necessary. And then go back to your account, and you do have leads and tools going to 2. You may or may not want to do that, right? I'll leave that for you to decide, but you can certainly change it.
Thanks.
So that's kind of a little bit going on there. And if you guys want help on the CRM, I'd be happy to jump on the phone and see what is going on. I don't really know your platform there, but I want to go over here and show you some of the top things that you need to do when you have a listing, right? And I think here, let's look at Allison. Yeah, no, let's look at this one here, Ashley. So Ashley has a few listings in here. And one thing that's kind of surprising me is that they're all active. And I kind of don't believe that they're active, which means we might not be getting updates from from your listing feed. And if that's the case, you need to take advantage of this drop down right here. Because when a property goes open house, or when it goes out under contract, but especially when it's sold, the call to actions change. So later statuses like pending, under contract, active, contingent, these are sold properties, right? So, or I'm sorry, these are later stage, and when it's sold, the call to actions flip from getting buyers to getting sellers. So when you click on the market listing button here, these are the things that you should be doing. And I want to point out that we've ordered these in terms of their importance regarding how effective they are, right? Like, meaning the ones at the top get the most business for our clients. These are down here. These
Mhm.
are great. We have single property websites. We have virtual tours. These are great, but now it might just be a function that people don't use virtual tours all the time. But let me show you. This is a listing landing page, and you probably have seen this. These get auto-generated and emailed to you. You could, from your phone or from your own computer, click this button over here, and this will share it over to Facebook, and you can decide what business page you want to put it on. And
Mhm.
you can write something there, right? And you can do that manually. But Ashley is actually taking advantage of our auto posting. So she's turned on social media auto posting for Facebook, and I can click on her right here to see what her post looks like. So let's give it a second, and we'll pop over to her page. And this takes us directly there. And and there it is, right? So that's automatically posted. And if I click on this, watch what happens. It takes us to that page that captures the lead and delivers it to her. So like you can't run an ad, but you can certainly auto post to Facebook and people can click on it just like I did and land here and become a lead. Now, one thing I noticed is that this post is missing some text. Normally we have some automated text there. And that's because Ashley skipped a step when setting up auto posting, and it's good that she skipped it because I skipped it when I was showing you. So Ashley, and this is true for you, Diane, I don't know, we'll go look at yours in a second. On auto posting, she's got it connected here to her pages. She should connect it to Twitter and LinkedIn. But over here on listing preferences, she didn't even know to go here, right? And that's our fault because we're not making it simple enough to where it just automatically forces you to do it. But what you need to do, all of you, is come to listing preferences and copy this, click this button, and notice when I clicked it, it took this and put it right here. Now you can't quite see it, but this is all dynamic. So this means this is all going to be updated every time. So the next time that an auto post goes out for Ashley, it's going to have some emojis and hashtags and all kinds of cool text on it, which is going to make it easier for people to want to read it. Okay, so I've saved that for her. Let's go over and let's find your page, and let's see if you kind of made that similar. Well, first of all, you are going to need to connect Facebook, right? But right here, you already did that, right? You pasted that in. You copy this and you did that. So any auto posting for you is going to be working properly. I'm going to go look at your listings real quick. And you got an open house here.
Oh, I had some sold, yeah.
Okay, so some sold. So let's.
Just like you said.
That's great. So I want to click on Twitter here and kind of show you what it looks like. Now I have a black background on Twitter, so don't be freaked out by that. But notice this is what yours looks like on Twitter, right? Open house in Teaneck, blah, blah, blah. You can click on this and you're going to be taken over to this open house page. And the open house is out of date now, right? So, or I guess this one isn't happening. It's happening.
I have a new one.
Oh, okay. It's in 3 days.
Okay.
So let me ask you this question. So now we know you're not getting the actual updated status. You mentioned that one of these properties are sold. Which one is?
102 Livingston.
102 Livingston is sold. So let me click this. You were the listing agent, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now, yeah, it's sold. Did it sell for that price?
Nope.
Was it more?
No, no, no. It was 1195. Okay.
So you can edit that over here, but I want to show you the tools that everybody should be using. And right now it says this is scheduled to be auto posted in, about 20 minutes. Okay. And we're going to auto post because this is sold. We're going to auto post the single property website. So if we click here, let's look at the single property website. It says it's sold. I do recommend, Diane, that you get your free home value link set up as soon as we get off the call, so that anybody that clicks, people that click on here they're not home buyers, right? No home buyers are looking at sold properties. Very few. It's homeowners that look at sold.
Right.
And so if you notice, the call to action is offering a free home value. And we want to make sure that you're getting those leads. So that's why you're going to go take care of that thing. And I'll show you where to do that.
So it has to go to my
home valuation landing.
The link.
Yeah, actually, I think this one is going to go to you anyway. This is a particular kind of tool here. But over here, let's say they don't fill that out and they just go click over here on free home values here, because it's sold. This is the office one. This is not your page. So we want to make sure that you're doing that. Okay. That's the whole thing about lead links we were talking about when we started the call.
All right. So what landing page does it go to? It goes to my Coldwell Banker
home home valuation landing page. So
Site.
somebody at the office, if somebody clicked that, let me show you again. There's free home values there.
Mhm.
There's a big free home value. What is your home worth here? And there's one at the bottom. If anybody clicks on one of those three, the office is going to get a home value lead and go, wow, this is awesome. I wonder what Listings to Leads is doing. What's happening is people are seeing your ad and filling that out. So you'll want to go to your lead links and change that. Okay.
So wait, so how do I find out the home value landing page?
Let me jump out. Let me answer this question.
All right.
It's all right. And this is true for every one of you agents at Coldwell Banker. I'm going to log into my personal account. So now when you log into your agent account, it's going to look just like this.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You want to go to landing pages on the left. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You all have unique landing pages. There are three by default. There's one for free home values. There's one for down payer assistance. Right. And you can customize this for first-time home buyers or whatever you want to do. This is all automatically created, sitting in your account waiting for you. There's also one for new construction, right? So if you're somebody that's working around new construction and you want to talk to home buyers that want new construction, you can customize this and go use it. But this is my free home value one here. And it's at the top of your list. When you come to the landing page section, it's right here. So click view. Give me a second. And I have a picture of the background. You should have a picture. You should go to this page and click edit and upload a picture that looks like New Jersey, right? Because the default landing page looks like, it looks like some weird suburban street that does not look like New Jersey. I mean, maybe, but I've never seen, I used to live in Philly, so I know Jersey doesn't quite look like that default thing. You should put a picture of wherever you are that kind of triggers that, oh yeah, this person knows my area, right? You do that right here. You click upload an image and there you go. But all that being said, if you click the eyeball, this gets you to the front and there's a URL up here. There's a web address up here, right? Mine says East Bay Free Value. Copy that and then go back to your account and hold on a minute, section. And go to lead links, okay? Now you have a lead links just like I have on the left here. And you're gonna notice I have all these links that are checked, blue. These are my default links. You have one that's checked that says free home values. Click the pencil on the right and take this out and pop in that free home values page that's on the top of your landing page. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you turn off that ad to go out? Because
no,
in 20 minutes.
No, no, it won't matter because you're going to fix it in the background. If you get off the phone in a half hour, you can just go change it. It won't affect the ad.
Oh, all right. You said 20 minutes. I was worried.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be live in 20 minutes. I highly doubt that, 20 people are going to click that in the 10 minutes. When we get off this call, you can just go over there and fix this. It's not going to be a big deal. So that is something that everybody should do because you want to be marketing with our system and getting more listings with our system and making sure that the home value link is working for you is really key, right? The lead will go to you instead of to the office. So right. I'm going to go back into, this is not your view, this is my view, but I just want to go back and show you a couple of the tools that you need to be using. So Diane, we had looked at one of your properties that is sold, and let's just go here. And these are the tools that everybody should use. So I changed this one to sold. And this is one of the, this is a great way of getting more listings. So this is going to be auto posted soon. I showed you that. There's a tool that we email to you. This has shown up in your email, and this is a tool that is often ignored by agents. And I think it's because we need to rewrite it. talked to my partner, Scott. We need to rewrite it. You need to clear out everything on the email. You need to click forward and wipe out everything except when it says, please copy and paste to your Facebook page. And you need to forward that to your client, okay? So that is a tool that is designed for your homeowner, not for you.
Mm-hmm.
We are already gonna auto post once you connect Facebook, right? And let me show you what this looks like. So imagine I'm your client, and that tool, as I just mentioned, is in your mailbox right now, in your email. And you forward it to me and you wipe out everything except where it says copy this and put it on Facebook. And I'm going to put this on my wall. And I say, our home is just sold and we want to recommend Diane Goodwin, Coldwell Banker, for doing an excellent job. Diane can help you buy and sell a home. Here's her phone number and email address, right? This is going in front of all of your clients, friends, and family and colleagues on Facebook. I don't know what you do for referrals, Diane. You know, do you leave business cards? Do you have some really cool cutlery with your name etched in it? Or do you use our tools 3 or 4 times for each listing so that people know you're their realtor, right? Because what happens is our clients, friends, and families and colleagues, they log in weeks later and they realize, oh, my cousin sold their home. Well, interesting. I'm going to click on it. And when I click on it, it drives us to that single property website. And about 10 seconds later, a page comes up and asks them if they'd like a free home value. These are free home values, obviously coming from your client's sphere of influence. So they're much higher quality leads than what most agents think. And what most agents think to get listings is to get a home value page like this and run an ad on Facebook with it. That's about the last thing I would suggest to any agent to do anymore, okay? Because it frankly doesn't work very well to run an ad for home values on Facebook. It's played out partly because so many agents have been doing it, but more importantly, Facebook has changed their platform and you can't target people. So it's really a 15-mile radius, it's an overshoot. It's just really poor leads if you're running home value ads on Facebook, okay? So all that big long story is that you need to use the tool that we just emailed you, Diane. Okay, now you may not be friends with your client on Facebook. And I will say this, on our homepage inside your account, if you go to dashboard, you will see a listing presentation. Watch the 2 videos on that and start telling people and presenting that you are there, that you're a great marketing expert, you know the internet, you also leverage social media, and that you'll be incorporating them and giving them tools throughout the sales cycle so that they're not surprised, right? Mm-hmm. And that's really, I mean, this gets not, you know, this doesn't get 50 or 100 listing leads. It gets a handful. It gets very few, but these are high quality leads and you definitely don't want to, you know, you don't want to miss an opportunity to get a listing, right? That's really the bottom line. So that's the seller's social media post. It's sitting in your mailbox right now. There's also an e-flyer for the seller. You can forward that, works the same way. You'll, you know, hear your lead links and things like that. But definitely the social media one is good. Now, this is the #1 tool here. There's a red pill that says new. This is the #1 tool that we have for getting more listings, okay? And we have a lot of tools that generate listing leads. And a listing lead can be very simply an address, right? So an address and an email, that's a listing lead, right? And you can get that a number of different ways. But this one is one print flyer. So if you want listings, Diane, in the neighborhood where this home just sold, you want to print this and you want to get it into the market. Now, a very simple way is to door knock it, but obviously it's not safe to door knock right now with floods and all this and that. I will take you to our mastermind group and point out, give me a second. Actually, let me point this out. This is maybe a little more relevant. This is our mastermind group. Are you in here, Diane?
What's that?
Are you in our mastermind group?
I I would hope so, but I'm gonna check right now.
Let me check. I can answer that right.
Mhm.
So, good one, right? You are right there. So Diane, if you're friends with
Oh,
any of the agents over at your office, feel free to invite them. There's a button here where you can invite them in, and then we'll approve it. But
okay.
what I want you to do, Diane, and actually everybody over at that office, is get in this mastermind group and search on 3 names. If you want listings, search on these 3 names. One is Dustin Fox. Now, Dustin lives in Maryland, just south of you, not far away from you. And a couple summers ago, he came in and said, hey, the highest ROI on our business is that neighborhood letter. And he printed out 250 copies. He put them in black envelopes with a little 1-page calendar deal. And he even made a 1-page of his Zillow reviews, right, with like Canva or something like that. And he mailed them first class to 250 homes, okay, in Maryland. And he got 10 listings with an average commission of 17,000. This is a great tool to use. And that's a really great example of somebody who's not too far away from you. Now, there's another guy
Right.
that I would look at, and his name is Chris Winstead. And Chris came in last summer. And last summer, as you know, is like COVID, lockdowns, and an inventory crunch across the country, right? So he comes in and says, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I got 5 listings in 3 months in my own neighborhood. And here's the thing. I mean, that video is cool and sweet, and that's definitely helping him. That's not really the crux of it. The reason he did it is he sent that letter out every other week to people who own their homes for more than 5 years. Now, he bought that list from, maybe he got in his MLS, maybe he used Remind. There's a number of companies that will give you that kind of list. But he says, once they opt in on the home value part, I consistently contact them every week with phone calls, bomb, letters via mail. So this is a really simple formula of get this letter in the market and give it to people who have equity. Most agents don't even go that far. They just say, hey, I just sold a home in this, or I got an open house in this neighborhood. I'm going to door knock this 200 homes, or I'm going to mail it or whatever. That's how most people do it. That guy's layering it with a valuable data set, people that have got equity in their home. And I will tell you this about Chris Winstead. It was great that he put that in there, but he just moved to that area. So he was like, he has no name in that area. And in 3 months in COVID summer, pulls out 5 listings, right? That, and then there's one more name I want you to look at in this group, and that's Alicia Pless. I don't know where Alicia lives. Maybe it's here, South Carolina. But what Alicia is showing us, and what I want everybody to kind of grasp, is you see these really bright colored envelopes. If you're going to mail these things, try to make sure they don't look like junk mail. And you'll see that every time she came in here last year, every time she mailed this out, she got a new listing, right? So those are the things I want to make sure you're using on your social media, right? I'm sorry, in our system. Your social media auto posting, the nearby homeowner letter, the seller social media, and the last, or should be the first, it's at the top, is Facebook ads. So I'm going to log out of this view and take you back into my account, because have you run an ad? Well, you can't run an ad. So, for you, this might be a little bit, not too interesting. Let me remind you, everybody, there's a tab up here that says dashboard, and there is a page right here that says listing presentation. Go here and watch the 2 videos on this page. They're actually not from Scott or I. They're from our clients who are talking about how they are presenting our system, and they're winning every presentation that they're on. So that can be really helpful to you. And then you can download the presentation right there, right? And then But I'm going to go to my listings page, which is what we were looking at, your listings. And I've got a home that's open house here, right? So when I click on market listing, the number one item, and remember these items are kind of scaled in terms of, or listed in terms of value to you. What's going to get you the most bang for the buck? And a Facebook ad on an open house is definitely going to be that, right? So how do you make an ad on Facebook? You just type in, let's type in Princeton, New Jersey. I wonder how Princeton's doing with all this rain, right? They have so many trees out there. It must be horrible. Anyway, you type in your town. You could expand your radius if you think people are willing to drive 30 miles to see your home, and click create ad. Okay, that's how you create an ad. And we are using Facebook's pre-populated forms called lead ads. So your leads are coming in with name, phone number, and email. Okay, and these things all exist in everybody's profile. And so Facebook just pre-populates them. And when they click yes, you get that information. And of course, you know what property they're looking at. So that's how you create an ad, okay? Now, speaking of ads, I'm going to go to the ads tab over here on the left. And this is really one of the big points I wanted to bring everybody on this call for, is we have a lot of tools if you have listings, and we have a lot of tools if you don't have listings. So
Vince, can I ask a quick question before you move on?
Yeah.
What if you don't have any listings?
Well, I was just saying that, right? I think I just said we have tools if you don't have listings, and we're going to click on one right now. So let's
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, when you come to the ads page, mine has all this weird stuff here, right? You're going to have a button that says connect to your Facebook account, and connect to your Facebook account. It's going to say continue as your personal name and say yes. And once you click yes, it brings you to another page that says what business pages do you want, right? So you have your Facebook business page. So you click that and you click OK and done, and it brings you back here, and these three buttons appear, okay? Now, in terms of Facebook, I think where you want to focus, and who was that just asked me that question? But what you want to focus is click create a PDF report ad, and you'll notice that we have seller reports and we have buyer reports. So it depends on who you want to talk to. Do you want to talk to sellers or buyers? I'm just going to focus on sellers right now. 12 mistakes to avoid when you're going to sell a home. There's a little white round button here. You can download this report. You're going to notice that your contact information is on every page, and your office logo is on every page, right? But when you're ready, just click create ad, and we take that report and we create an ad that looks like this. So all you need to do is type in Princeton, right? New Jersey, or wherever your town is that you're focused on, right? Oh, it's Summit. What am I thinking? God, of course. And then click publish. That's how easy it is to create a PDF report ad on Facebook. For a person to get the PDF report, they got to give you their name, phone number, and email. Okay, and you're going to know what they're interested in. Is it buyer? Is it seller? You know, and that's how you start the dialogue. So that's one of the things you can do. The other thing, and I'm going to say this because you were saying I don't have listings. If you want buyers, I recommend that you borrow a listing. Like talk to your office manager and say, hey, are there office listings that I can use to advertise to get more buyers? And if the answer is yes, come to your listings page, click on this green button at the top that says add listing, and click this button that says grab listing. And you notice it says this is my listing. You want to deselect that, and you put in the zip code, and you put in the MLS ID, and you click grab. And that will pull in the listing, and it will sit right here just like this. Now, at that point, you can go run an ad on it, right? So let's say you were going to go sit on an open house for somebody, right? They're too busy, and you put it in, and you click edit, and you add an open house, and then you go to market listing, and you've already got your Facebook connected, so you can go run an ad, right? You can say Summit, New Jersey, and run an ad, right? That is the smartest way and the most effective way of getting getting buyer leads is that. I would also tell you, if you borrow that listing, is to get that nearby homeowner letter, the letter I showed you earlier that all those people and there are just 3 different versions of this letter right here. So this letter works for you even if you borrowed the listing, right? So if you want listings and you can borrow a listing, get this in the market, right? This is the #1 way of getting that. So those 2 kinds of tools there. And also, you're going to see you got virtual tours. If somebody says you can market my listing, I would be using the virtual tour and single property website and just putting them out anywhere in social media that I could, because all of these tools, including the lead gen virtual tour, captures leads for you, right? And I would be leveraging these things all day long. They totally work. So there's the listing marketing side. Then back to the landing page section, you can do the PDF report ads either for buyers or for sellers. And then there's also a landing page section. So I can't remember who asked me that, but you did ask me, it's Nicole, I think, that asked me that question. Nicole, is there something unique about your business? I don't really know what you do as a realtor. Is there anything that you specialize in?
I'm more of a buyer's agent. I'm trying to, get leads because I know that's more effective, but I tend to be more of a buyer's agent.
Okay. And on the buyer side, do you think that, you're sort of still figuring out, you don't have a particular niche with buyers, not first-time home buyers or an area or kind of home?
They tend to be first-time home buyers because I haven't done any advertising, so everything is coming by way of mouth. Everything that I've done.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me just say this. In your account, you have a landing page section, okay? And there is a down payer assistance landing page already created for you. Now, if I click on it, it's going to say here, how's the market? And it says first-time home buyers, free money now. That was just me goofing around, right? But you could change that by clicking edit. And Nicole, if you wouldn't mind muting for a bit, that would be great, because I can hear the background.
I'm sorry.
There's a section here that says custom page content, and this is available for all of you. You see this timer I have here. I could change that to a video. Now, if you had a YouTube video that says, hey, I have helped 20 clients buy this year, and this is a little bit of the kind of programs we work with, you could take that video, put it on YouTube, and put it right here in a little box, right? And then once you customize this page to the way you want, you could go over here, go to the ads page, and create a landing page ad. And there is my down payer assistance landing page. Leave it on lead ads, create an ad. So you're moving beyond the word of mouth, right? You're getting, if you run, has a $35 budget. And if I type in Summit, New Jersey, just to give you an idea of Facebook advertising, if you run a $35 ad in Summit, New Jersey, 2,000 to 3,000 people are going to see this. The first step you have is connect your Facebook account. So where mine says it's sponsored by Listings to Leads, yours is sponsored by your business page. So a $35 ad is now going to get you some branding, and it's going to get you some leads, right? I will say this, down payer assistance leads, these kinds of ads don't generate like 50 or 100 leads. They give a small amount of leads. But I would speak, as you, and I'm going to speak to you like I tell all agents, if you're an agent that doesn't have your own listings, or maybe you're new to being an agent, you should have a Facebook strategy, okay? And fortunately, you have access to this system. We're going to make it very easy and very effective for you. So Nicole, I would write this down because I tell this to people every day of the week. every agent should have a minimum of a $200 a month budget on Facebook ads. Okay. And you know, $200 to $300. If you've got, Diane actually has, I think, a handful of listings. Her budget should be $300 to $400. Yeah, sorry. But, and I'll explain why. You should be, I'm going to speak to Nicole. And as I say this to Nicole, I'm telling people who don't have listings or maybe they're newer to the business, you should be running a listing ad and borrow a listing and put it in here and run an ad. Here's something for sale. Leave it on lead ads, create the ad, and type in Summit. And you might want to, I would think you want to expand your radius, probably 30 miles, right? And you could change this down if you want to go on the lower threshold of a $200 a month budget. Change it to $20 for 4 days, okay? And that $20 ad will be seen by 2,000 to 3,000 people. Do that once a week. It's 4 days, 2,000 to 3,000 people. You'll probably get something like 20 leads, more or less, for those 4 days, okay? You should do that once a week. You could borrow a listing. You could change the status. Maybe this week it's just listed. Maybe next week it's open house. And maybe the following week it's sold, right? So, but whatever you do, you should run an ad for a listing for minimally $20 for 4 days, once a week. That would mean your business page would be seen minimally 8,000 times. It'd be like 10 to 8,000 times that you're building your brand. That is $80, right? That's $80 in 1 month that you've spent there. You should also, during each week, run either a landing page ad or a PDF report ad. Now, a landing page ad, I would tell you, hey, if you got some experience with first-time home buyers, go customize that down payer assistance page that we've got for you and run an ad there, right? And do that maybe once a month or twice a month. I think I'd suggest once a month, and I would suggest going to a PDF report ad. And I would say, you know what? I'm going to go to the buyer reports because you got a little more strength there, or a little more experience there, and questions to ask about buying a house, right? There are some really simple, high-level things here that you can use. So you decide, right? Oh, I'm going to have to jump in just a few minutes. And that's what I would do is create. So maybe create a seller ad once or twice a week, create a buyer ad once or twice a week on the PDFs, and then do a landing page, and then do these. And so these can be, the landing page and the PDF report ads could be $30, and the listing ad would be $20. So that's $50 a week times 4 weeks is $200 a month, minimally. That your business page will be seen 15 to 20,000 times every month, and you'll end up with a couple hundred leads every month. Now, I want to say one more thing, and then I got to go, but I'm going to let you guys ask questions. There's a section here called follow-ups. And you don't know this about our company. We've been alive for 11 years. We started in the mortgage meltdown in 2009. And the reason we've succeeded and we still stand is because we're very good at capturing leads. But now we want to figure out how can we help our clients convert leads. And that's where this follow-up plan is about. So Diane, I recommend that you turn this on immediately. It sounds like you're going to start using our tools. Go join this, click that join, and then go to the support page and ask them, how do I activate my follow-up plans? Just put it right in this box and they'll help you. Because we kind of know what CRMs can and cannot do. And frankly, their CRMs and drip campaigns are not like awesome at converting leads. But we have seen some companies that are, and we're going to take a lot of those ideas and we're going to build those out. So I recommend all of you get that follow-up plan turned on and that you use the tools that I showed you today. Do you have
what do I ask it? How do I activate?
Yeah, go here to follow-ups. Click that, join the follow-ups page right there, right? And actually, I'm going to click it. It says, thanks for joining the waiting list. But there's actually another step. And let me take a picture of this because I know from just the meetings that we have, like people, there's like some step we're missing here. And go to your support page and say, hey, sorry, I'm just confusing everybody here. Go to the support page and say, hey, how do I activate my follow-ups right here in this box? Our whole support team will see it and they'll help you.
Yeah, but how did you get to that section?
That is support right down here at the left.
Oh, support, yeah, okay. I had been on another page, all right, I joined that, like you just said. Okay.
Did you fix your lead link? Did you get your home value link and put it in place?
No, I don't know how to do that.
Go to your landing page section.
On
the top left, the blue bar, go to the landing page section.
Okay, wait, sorry. I know you had to go. Okay, so I go to where now? Landing page?
Top left.
Yep.
Click the eyeball on the first one, which is your free home value.
Okay.
All right, click the eyeball. Copy that hyperlink at the top, the web address, the URL.
Okay.
Copy that.
Got it.
Go back to listings to leads and go down the list underneath landing pages. About 5 links, 5 tabs down, says lead links.
Yeah.
And you should have, I have a number of things checked. Click that pencil on the right and edit your free home value and paste yours in there.
Okay.
And then save that. Well, everybody, I got to jump. I got another call starting.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm going to send this recording to you guys, to Vicky, and I'll send you some other instructions. Nicole, good luck with this. Everybody get in the mastermind group, and thanks for hanging out with me.
Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye. Talk to you soon.
Bye. Yep.